Hi everyone, it's nice to see you all again on another episode of FMPOV from my point of view. My name is Raphael with PH, and here on this program, I examine and analyze deep questions about relationships and lifestyles, and I objectively say it the way it is from my point of view. So for those of you who are stressing yourselves out about your relationship or situationship issues, don't hesitate. Reach out to me and release your burden. I will give you my point of view on the issue unapologetically. You see, friends, the smallest change in perspective can transform a life. I know I say this all the time, but it is what it is. When you get another perspective on an issue, it gives you a better clarity. Like the saying goes, when you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change as well. So now, let's dive down into our question of the day. Is it okay dating a friend's ex? Wow, guys, this is a very difficult one to dissect because dating the ex of a friend is not a simple yes or no. Some will argue that this decision comes down to whether you choose to listen to the devil on your left or the angel on your right. Because you see, in many ways, dating the ex of a friend is a damned if you do and damned if you don't situation. I know of many examples of people who have been in this exact situation. The results are varied. Some have remained friends afterwards and even engaged in mutual activities. Still, others have taken the risk and over time the relationship did not work out, leaving them with both an ex-friend and an ex-partner. Of course, some will say absolutely not. The exes of friends are always off limits. Still, others maintain that an ex is an ex, and once they've moved on, the subsequent choices he or she makes are no longer the interest of the former partner. You see, guys, the fact here is when two people have been in a romantic relationship, even once it's ended, it is natural that there will still be some feelings left towards one another. This doesn't necessarily mean that they still love each other or they are attracted to one another or even want to get back together. So it can feel like a betrayal if you sleep with or date a friend's ex, especially without having a conversation about it first. Even when a lot of time has passed, that might not necessarily make it okay. People expect their friends to have their back rather than act selfishly and bring unnecessary reminders of the past and drama back into their life. But the truth of the matter is, there is no hard and fast rule that says you can never date a friend's ex or that a friend should not date your ex. Once you break up with someone, they are just as available as anyone else. We don't own the people we date. They are free agents and have the right to happiness. Of course, there is this bro girls code that says, for example, you shouldn't leave an intoxicated friend alone in a party or at the club, and an ex-boyfriend or girlfriend are taboos. But the question is, what right does someone have to deprive you of a potentially happy life with someone just because they dated them first? The answer is they don't. So all this, I had her first, so she's now off limit, or I had her, didn't want her anymore, and now none of my friends can have her either, is ridiculously primitive. Now, before we all get ahead of ourselves, let me be very clear. If you date a friend's ex soon after the breakup, it might seem like you were waiting for your chance, even if you weren't, which isn't a good look in the long run or the short one even. So, in essence, dating a friend's ex is a matter of what you think is right. Sometimes life happens and we fall for people unexpectedly. So let's say this is the case. You're falling for your friend's ex, and if you believe that you and your best friend's ex have a chance at something genuine, something real, and something lasting, then my God, go for it. But before you do, you need to take a couple of things into deep consideration. So first of all, ask yourself this question, because I believe before you pinch somebody else, you should pinch yourself first and see how it feels. So ask yourself, will you be okay with it if you were in your best friend's shoes? And how would your best friend feel about you dating his ex? And then, are you okay with doing something that can potentially hurt your best friend? So after asking yourself these questions, then you can go ahead, talk with your best friend. And if your best friend is okay with you dating his ex and you don't think it is wrong, and you are sure both parties, your friend and their ex, have had ample time to get over each other, then my God, do it. At worst, you might lose a best friend but gain a soulmate along the way. But here is the thing from my point of view, because I've been there, done that, and never again. So my personal advice to you is, don't do it. No matter how cool your friend is, there is a good chance a part of him that doesn't feel right knowing you are dating his ex. Again, ask yourself, why this ex? What makes this person so special? Is the pursuit of this relationship worth all the drama and negative consequences that could possibly ensue? Is there really something about this individual that you cannot imagine finding in anyone else? There are tons of girls out there in the world, and the majority didn't date any of your friends. I mean, imagine a scenario where you are just hanging out with your friend and your new flame, his ex, comes along. This could be an awkward situation. They can't just act like they never dated. Your friend might not be completely cool hanging out with you and one of his exes. So guys, people are ex for a reason. So bringing your friend's ex back into your friend's life is beyond rude and disrespectful. And losing a friend over a relationship which may or may not work out is indeed one hell of a gamble. But at the end, to each his own. You have to decide just how much your best friend means to you, because by dating his or her ex, you will not only be losing a friend but their trust too. So even if you guys are still friends, he might never trust you again as much as he used to. Betrayal of trust can never completely be undone. And some of your other friends may not trust you again as well, because you have shown that you have no boundaries and you don't respect other people's boundaries. So none of them will willingly leave you alone with their girlfriend or boyfriend in a room. So guys, before dating your friend's ex, please think about it. Best friends can last forever, but 99% of relationships don't. And that is me saying it from my point of view. Okay friends, thanks for watching this video. I'm sure some of you may not agree with some of my assertions, but hey, you know how we do it on this program. I'm just keeping it real, saying it from my point of view. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, share, and most importantly, subscribe. And for those of you who are facing daunting issues or challenges in your relationship or situationship and are looking for objective advice, please go ahead, send me an email. Use the email contact down below. Like I said earlier, a problem shared is a problem solved. Looking forward to seeing you all next week on another episode of FMPOV from my point of view. And until then, please stay safe.